Hey everyone, this video I'm going to go through my Nintendo 64 collection today because in this package is the last one on my list. Now the way I've been collecting lately is through the years when I was a kid or whatever, I got games or whatever and kept the boxes, and I was big at having all the boxes and the manuals and stuff, but I didn't really care too much. And then a couple years ago, last year, I'm sorry, I made a list. I said, well, I finally got a job, full-time job, and I was able to afford stuff because most of these games that I'm going to show you, a majority of them, I got as a kid for my birthday or Christmases. Birthday and Christmases, I always just got them, and I saved my birthday money and stuff and was able to get most of what you see here. Some of the stuff, too, was like just on clearance, or I just got a deal on or whatever. But what I've been doing now is I made a list of games I missed out on, and I've been like hunting down eBay and flea markets and Craigslist and stuff like that. So let's get started. I'm just going to go alphabetical with these games and kind of talk about what they mean to me, what I think about these games, and here we go. So here's the first one. First up is Banjo-Kazooie. This game I've had for a long time. I got this the first time I had this, I got it loose at a flea market. It was a choice. I still remember this. My dad gave me a choice. Hey, pick any N64 game from this table at this market. It was back in the 90s, and I'll get it for you. And I chose Banjo-Kazooie, and there was Ocarina of Time I was really wanting, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do Banjo. I was really into these fun little kiddie platformer stuff. But this game is really good. It still is good. Made by Rare. So I've had it loose for years and just now recently picked up the box for this. So it didn't cost me as bad as I thought, but N64 games and Super Nintendo games are extremely expensive. And I'm happy that I finally got the rest of the games I wanted for 64. That's why I'm making this video, by the way, if I didn't mention that. Today I got my last one that I needed, that I was wanting. So Banjo-Kazooie is fun. The other game right here, Banjo-Tooie. So Banjo-Tooie, I remember seeing this game in Toys R Us for $80. $80. And I think back to this game and others where people go, $60 for a game? That's too expensive. And that's pricey, especially if you don't have a job. That's a lot of money. But this was $80. And as a kid, I just saw this and went, I guess I just don't get that game. And I put it on my birthday list, and I think it finally came down in price enough for Christmas, or I forgot when I got this exactly, but finally got this game. I never beat Banjo-Kazooie because I did not have enough of the notes. I got to the final world. I could not find enough notes to open up the last place. And Banjo-Tooie, I never beat because I just couldn't, I wasn't good enough to finish it. So these two games I actually want to go back and finally beat the final boss on someday. This game, next one, Diddy Kong Racing. This is actually in a collector's plastic right here, and I've never played this game. It's in incredible condition. The box, manual, everything. I only do complete. I call that other stuff peasant stuff. Sorry if you only collect loose, but I gotta go big with this. I gotta go complete box. And this guy, actually I got through eBay, and he gave me a really good deal on this one because I bought another game you're gonna see here in a second. So Diddy Kong Racing, awesome. Well, actually, it's awesome box, I should say, and awesome looking, awesome condition. Because I haven't played it yet. So I believe I played this at a friend's house though, and I just this was the one game on my list that I didn't get as a kid. Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie I did. So picked this up recently from eBay. Excited to finally play it when I hook up the N64. Next game on the list is one of my favorite games of all time. Donkey Kong 64. I got this right around the time I got my N64 for the first time, which is its own story. I'll wait to tell here in a second. But Donkey Kong 64, my aunt had played the old Donkey Kong Country games, and I'd always have to call her over to help me beat them as a little kid. I could not do it, and she was really good at this. But she ended up getting the lime green N64 and got this with it or whatever, and then I got it and I had to go over there and help her at this time. By the time I was playing this and the age I was, I burnt this game up. I remember just playing it and like this little expansion pack and all this stuff. I would just fill the console and it'd be like on fire just because this game, you know, the graphics were great and it looked fantastic, and I beat all 3 save files 100%. I remember on this. I love it. It has the yellow cartridge in it. This game is one of my favorites. There's so much stuff to collect. It's unbelievable. I don't know if I'll ever go back and get everything now that I'm older because it's just so time consuming. But at the time, this game was awesome. This game is it's platforming at its best, and I love Donkey Kong. Yeah, so Donkey Kong Country, one of my favorites. This next game got recently, was not, you know, gotten as a kid or whatever, played as a kid, but got this recently. It's one of the hallmarks of the system, but I played it with my friend when I used to live here, but I never played it recently, or I never went through it myself until a couple years ago, and really enjoyed it. So wanted to pick it up complete in box, great condition as the other ones are. You're going to see some that are not great condition, but GoldenEye is a great game. I just remember going to his house playing multiplayer, and it's fun. It just really, it set the stage for the first-person shooters that we're like currently in. Like just that whole, hey, I guess you can really play these on the console and stuff. And Halo kind of cemented that. But this game's very important. I think that was another thing I went for collecting, is getting Hallmark games, like important games. So GoldenEye, fun. I haven't played it now. I haven't since I got it, the box new. So this is the other game that I got with Diddy Kong Racing from the eBay seller. But Jet Force Gemini, I had this loose for years. I got from just a game shop that used to be near me, but I never finished it. Never got really far into it. But it's a rare game, not like rare, but like the made by the developers rare, as Donkey Kong 64 was, and Diddy Kong Racing. But it was fun what I played and stuff, and I wanted to check out this game. It's in pristine condition. This is awesome. It has that plastic on it too. I gotta get these for the rest of them. Like, that's awesome. So, because these boxes just you can just breathe on them and they'll get destroyed. So that's them. The next one here is Hey, I about dropped it. Hey You Pikachu from the N64. This was a recent pickup. I played this at my friend's house a couple years ago. He got his N64 out and had this game. I'd never had played it, or I rented this game as a kid, and he had it, and went over there and laughed and laughed. This game is just hilarious. You have to fish, and it's voice activated. You have to tell him to reel it in, and all we would do would go on long tangents of, Pikachu, please do not reel in the thing. If you reel it in, very bad stuff will happen. Please do not reel this in. Whatever you do not reel it in. Because the voice activation, because the voice control is so poor in these type of earlier mic games and stuff, he would reel it in no matter what, and that just cracked us up. So maybe that's not even that funny, but Hey You Pikachu, yeah, it was a very weird game. This, along with Pokemon Snap, you'll see here in a second, they're just weird games, and I had a blast with them. As a collector, I freaked out. I kept trying to find on eBay and shops and stuff. People kept taking this off. You know, as a kid and stuff, you would rip this, but this would rip the box, and I'm very just particular about that. I couldn't find one without somebody that just took scissors and cut the circle sticker off. So I couldn't find that, but this game is very funny. It's a little special gem on the system, and it's weird, and they made a special N64 just for it and stuff, and that's weird, and like, I think the foot on Pikachu is the reset button. It's kind of neat. So this next game I've had for a while, since I had the N64. Unfortunately, it got banged up. Moving these around and collecting my collection, you know, as it's here on the shelf, it used to be in my closet. I just don't have enough room in my tiny room that I live in. But frick, it just got really just messed up right there. So that's unfortunate, but you know, because this was my original copy, it kind of is, you know, nostalgic to me and good, and I like being the original owner of, you know, some of these games. Mario Kart 64, very, 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 very fun. I played so much of this when I had it. It was just fun to play multiplayer with your friends and stuff, and used to have people from elementary school just come over, a friend I had and stuff. And fun. Always had a blast, staying overnight playing this game. So a lot of good memories on that. Very fun. What's next? We have Perfect Dark for the Nintendo 64. I picked this game up. What happened was the Xbox 360 came out, and one of the launch games was Perfect Dark Zero, and I picked up that game, and me and my friend, that was with achievements and stuff, I got obsessed with that game, trying to get achievements, because there wasn't much out for the 360 at the time. But Perfect Dark was awesome, and after playing it, I knew that there was a... sorry, my nose is itching. I don't know if it's all this dust on these games. So, Perfect Dark, I wanted to check out the older one that was on my list. Or actually, this was before I even started collecting. After playing that on the 360, I got this... My friend bought it because he also liked Perfect Dark and hated it. He hated the controls and stuff. But as a collector, I just think it's cool to have, and I think this game it built upon GoldenEye, and from a collector standpoint, I just really wanted to check that out. And I think I'll like it. I really enjoyed, Perfect Dark on 360 and stuff, so I think this would be cool to kind of see the origins. Heard it doesn't hold up too well, but I know they made the HD remaster on 360, so maybe that might be a choice I go with if that doesn't hold up well. Next game on here, I was an idiot getting off eBay. It looked pretty good. It looked pretty banged up, but for the price I got this for like $45 or $50. Paper Mario N64. Never got to play it as a kid at all. So this is a recent pickup when I started my collecting up. But I played the GameCube versions and the Wii version, hoping a Wii U version gets announced soon. That'd be great. These games are so much fun. And I never played the origin of them, so I really hope to pop this in soon and play it. The Mario RPG games are just great, and I know this one's, there's a reason there's sequels, so I'm bummed that the box wasn't good. I think maybe in the future, if I find a better version, I'll just spend another whatever and sell this old one, maybe see how that goes. So, Paper Mario, probably fun. Gonna try it soon. Next game, a little banged up on the tops a tiny bit, but not too bad, is Pokemon Snap. Got this game and beat it in one day as a kid. But this game, oh my gosh, please put this out on the Wii U. Please put something like some sequel out on this. It started out originally not even a Pokemon game, and as it went on, they were like, oh, let's throw some Pokemon in. Awesome ideal. You wouldn't think this is fun, but being able to just take pictures of Pokemon and make sure you get genius ideal, and I loved it as a kid. You could take your cartridge and take it to a Blockbuster, which those don't exist anymore. Take them to a Blockbuster, stick your cartridge in, and print out stickers of your pictures you're taking. That, who does that stuff anymore? There's not that kind of fun, toyish stuff that goes on anymore in the game industry. I don't feel as much, and this was just so cool to take your cartridge down and run a game and get a pizza and stuff for that night, and hey, I'm gonna get some stickers and stuff and print out my best pictures I have. So I believe I have some of those still, those actual stickers laying around. I'm not sure where they're at. I know I stuck them to some stuff, but I'm trying to look in there if there was any. But great game. If you don't have this, if you like Pokemon, this is just a cool gem, cool game too. I just really enjoyed this.